candidate, where did the money come from? I feel very strongly that the community should vote for the qualified candidates on an equal basis. If any special interest group that offer to sponsor board members and spend thousands of dollars to get them elected over the candidate who purchases couple $100 worth of flyers and goes door to door. I have sent 8 emails to the third board directors requesting disclosure, in which the law allows and encourages. No response was the way the third board slate groups dealt with ethics. I invested personally $8,000 to hire an attorney to ask the same question. Show me the money, the board members responded but denied to tell the source, and said they didn't spend $40,000 on their campaign. My attorney wanted to go for round 2 to gain compliance. I told him no, that I was turning the matter over to the FBI and Internal Revenue Service. I have recorded copies and included every advertising election purchase. It makes you wonder about the level of board members' gray matter. This is how the kangaroo court works, and can be held accountable in a defamation case. By making statements in attempt to lower my reputation, and have the community not believe that my request for disclosure for honesty and truth is not valid. He even calls me a coward. Defamation laws compensate for damage to a person's reputation. A person can be defamed by any statement which lowers their reputation, in the estimation of others, or that results in them being shunned, or avoided by others, or which exposes them to hatred, contempt or ridicule by others.
My response to Rosemary and Wei Ming. Having been a target of capricious and unfounded accusations, one of which comes up here again on this flyer about the $40,000, and at the time there was even, we were giving an opportunity to the person who made the allegations to present his case at a meeting, and he refused to do so. I mean, that was an act of cowardice.
Sy, you should get your facts straight before you start calling people cowards. My attorney calls me and said, "Do you want to attend a meeting with Third Mutual?" I asked him how much will it cost me in legal fees. Attorney Howard Neufeld responded, $8,000 to $10,000 more, but I do not think they will reveal their source. He explained further that we will have to sue them to find out who provided the campaign funding. I told Attorney Neufeld, "No, not at this time. I have invested $8,000 already, and do not see the need or have the desire at this time. The community is now aware of the board's special interest group, and time will prove how effective the return on investment will be." The mission accomplished letter was sent to the board members, and Attorney Neufeld canceled the third board meeting. The truth of the matter was that Attorney Richardson had other appointments, and was not able to attend this meeting.
His defense at the time, he accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. And what he wanted to accomplish was a disruption and a diversion and a lack of confidence. At the time that happened, after our counsel informed us that the person did not show up and therefore there was no there, one of the members of this board proceeded to put forth a motion to have a private investigator and to allocate $6,500 to employ that investigator to investigate an allegation that was not substantiated.
Director freshly challenges the board to investigate the accusations and get the truth of the matter. The board votes the request down 6-5. The accused board members should have recused themselves but also voted it down. Director freshly demonstrates what special interest groups can do to destroy a corporation.
It needs to be made that, the board is a nonprofit and we volunteer for these positions. But I find it particularly tragic when slates are put together and are funded with considerable amounts of funds, as was demonstrated last year, where TV ads, full-page ads in the newspaper, and and mailing information, as opposed to having associates and friends pass things out by hand. This is a homeowners association. This is not a city, and this is not any other public agency. And I think that needs to be taken into consideration. And I think homeowners need to be paying attention. Are they allowing themselves to have positions purchased, or are they actually supporting people who are voluntarily running independently or on a slate, but are not using substantial money that has been contributed to by a few individuals to weigh the importance or to weigh positions on television, which is rather expensive, an expensive arrangement or expensive means of communicating.
Thank you. Yes.
I can't show you the money and who was the special interest group, but I can give the facts and figures of what advertising was used and how much it costs. I have copies of the 2011 and 2012 slate election candidates, each slate spending $6,000 on color, full page 12 by 15, advertising for Director Sy and his 3 other followers. Director Sy: how much did you kick in for the $6,000 Globe ads? If you didn't, who did? Sy: you appear to be a creative guy. Did you design and produce the copy and layout for the full-page Globe ads? If you did, you saved your slate $1,000 in production costs. Oh, you didn't have time for this creative stuff. Then who paid to have it done? Sy: how did you have time to take care of all the details that is needed when you are running for directorship? Somebody had to design and produce the brochures, and who got your direct mail postage in order? How did you get by not paying the post office $4,436 for your direct mail campaign? Who paid $11,000 to $15,000 cost for your 13,000 brochures? Didn't you tell us the election campaign did not cost $40,000? Or did you just pay for the campaign and not tell anybody? I'm sorry, I didn't realize your dedication to the community. Picking up the tab and not telling anyone. Wow, what a guy. Oh Sy, the expenses keep running up, especially when you have decided to make video ads. I'm surprised you did not do a sing and dance act for the TV audience. Every month for the last 3 years you entertained us with that parliamentarian BS. Media 55 would not release your spots and production cost. If anyone else was buying ad time, it would have been $15,000 to $17,000 at low end. But maybe Media 55 let you have it free of charge. Sy, let's get down to the basics. You know, as well as I do, that your slate spent at least $40,000 on promotional advertising, just to get monthly seating for 4. It must have felt good to lead the kangaroo court, and take away residents' rights using the parliamentarian excuse, or cover just continue blaming others and using denial tactics for those who do not agree with your methods. Maybe the community, in the next few months, will decide to disrobe those who also took election campaign gifts. A recall election is not off the table. I'm so glad to see you get the hell out of our lives.